Welcome back, cruisers.
Welcome back to our channel, guys.
Big Al, Lisa Marie, guys. You guys are here, Lisa Marie Vlogs, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel before we get started on the video, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, guys. Guys, obviously we're all cruisers now. We're headed to the old school cruise for 2024 on the Carnival Radiance, which is coming up. It's going to be sailing out from May 3rd through May 6th out of Long Beach, in case you guys don't know. We're going to go over, we're going to be going over some tips and tricks and things that you should forget and not forget in order to get into get in line, get everything going for this trip.
I mean, this is only our second cruise, so we only know.
We're not experts.
We've learned.
Yeah, we're not experts, but we've been watching videos. Plus, we went last year, so that gives us a big advantage. Yeah. But the ship is different than last year, so different ship, different rules, guys. That's for sure. Okay, first things first, guys. Of course, you already probably signed up for this trip. If you haven't, there's probably still cabins available because people are always dropping out. That's how we got on last year. Last year, we didn't pay throughout the year. We jumped in at the last minute because our friends were going. So if you guys haven't gotten in yet, there's still a chance you might still be able to get in. I would call the office and try to get in. First thing you need to do is what, babe?
Download the Carnival app.
Download your Carnival app, guys. That's the most important thing. From there, they're going to send you your email. If you already got a confirmation email, use that email to sign on to the Carnival app. You need to have that Carnival app. It's super important. Sign on to the Carnival app, and there's going to be different things that you could do on there before you get onto the ship. Like, for instance, buy your drink package. Buy your internet. Your internet package. Your internet package. You can order things for your room ahead of time. Like myself, I like to drink beer, so I ordered me some beers for my refrigerator inside my room. That's another little tip and trick right there, guys. So if you guys have that app, you're going to need it, absolutely need it to board, to communicate on the ship. So if you're not good with apps, familiarize yourself with that app.
It's pretty easy.
It's super easy to use, guys. Super easy to use. Once you get that app, check-in date, you're going to have to check in through the app. It's going to be on April 19th. It's coming up in a couple weeks, guys.
First come, first serve, guys. Remember
first come, first serve. So, you know, the starts at midnight. What we're going to do is we're going to go on at midnight. We're going to wait the 18th to the 19th, get on at midnight, and try to get that early check-in. You get the early check-in by when you check into your app. So keep that in mind. Super important, so you guys know. So the trick, like we like to do, is get on board as soon as possible. But you can wait and get on a little bit later after that if you want. Once you get you do your boarding, guys, you're gonna check in on the 19th. You're gonna pick your boarding time. That's super important, guys. From there, once you do that, you're gonna be able to print your luggage tags. You're gonna want to print those out. And you're going to want to buy ship luggage tags. They're these little long tags with a little red ring on them. Or you could use a regular luggage tag, I'm assuming. But they're just long. They're perfect for ships. I recommend you guys get a set of those. That way you can print out your tags and have them ready for your luggage.
And those are important because they're color-coded.
They're color-coded, yeah.
Yeah, your tickets are going to be color-coded for your luggage.
So you're gonna want those. Another thing too, your luggage. When you guys get to check in at the day of your check-in, that day when you guys get there, you're gonna check in your luggage, and you're gonna keep one carry-on bag. On that one carry-on bag, keep all your documents, special documents you're gonna need. Speaking of documents, you're going to need your passport, your ID. If you don't have a passport, then you're going to need your ID and your birth certificate. So make sure you guys have those. Keep those on your carry-on bag. The carry-on bag, keep your medications, keep anything that's super important that you don't want to get lost.
Now for the ladies, let me just add something in. Now for the ladies, what I'm hearing is if your passport doesn't match your ID, or your passport and your ID doesn't match your what other documents do you need? Your birth certificate. you need them to, you need at least 2 documents to coordinate. So you have to prove that. If you're married and your names don't match your married, your husband or your married names at all, make sure you guys take a copy of your marriage certificate. That's what I'm hearing. So just in case, make sure you have all that, copies of everything, so you have it ready. You better be prepared and have more than not enough.
That's the worst thing you want to do is get stuck checking in when you're getting to the ship. That's one, you want it to go smooth sailing. And
I know your passport isn't required, but it is good to have just in case. Number 1, it's good to have when you're leaving, when you're disembarking. Yeah, that's where your passport. The whole cruise, because you get to beat everybody out of line. You get to beat everybody out of there.
When you disembark from the ship on the way out, there's going to be 2 lines. One line is for people that have passports, and one line is for people that have
regular
your ID and your birth certificate. And that line was huge.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to continue saying was that with your passport also, if you guys are planning on leaving the cruise on your excursion days, if you guys don't make it back in time, the ship don't wait for you. It's not going to wait for nobody.
It's not going to wait for nobody.
So if you don't make it back in time, you need your passport in order to find a way back.
So when you get off, if you go to excursion on Sunday, which will be the 5th of May 5th, if you get off in Ensenada, make sure you take your passport, you take your documents with you, because you're going to need them to get back on the ship. And you're going to need them, especially if something happens in Mexico. And
a lot of people get off. I was surprised. I was thinking, we're paying so much for this cruise because it's a lot of entertainment. It's like paying for, you get a bunch of concerts for one price.
Yeah.
But to us, it was worth us staying there because we've both been to Mexico before, so there's nothing really that we want to see. And so it was better for us, we thought, to enjoy the concerts that were happening on the ship.
We stayed on the ship. We didn't get off last time.
We didn't get off. So
we stayed on.
There was a lot of people that do get off.
Yeah, the ship was pretty much empty. So if you want to enjoy the ship and you've been there in Ensenada before like us, then there's no need to get off. But if you want to go enjoy Ensenada, get off and go do an excursion, then you can. But we just stayed on the ship and we had a great time. The concerts were still going on.
Yeah, there's music still going on, entertainment.
If you're wondering when the concerts are going to happen and where you're going to go, where they're going to happen, when you get into your ship, into your cabin, in your room, there's going to be a list and a lineup of where everybody's playing.
And the times.
And the times.
And the locations.
And the locations on the ship. There's usually one big, last time on the last cruise, there was one big dance floor or place where they had the concerts, and then they had little concerts throughout the ship. So keep that in mind. All right, guys, going back to things to do before you get on the ship. We got like a little bit ahead of ourselves there. Things you need to do before you get on the ship, okay? Download the app. We talked about that. One of the things that you're going to do on your app before you get on the ship is you're going to get your drink package. Now, it's not a requirement to get a drink package. You don't have to get it. But if you do drink, I highly recommend you get it, especially if you drink more than 5 drinks, because the drink package costs $69.95 per person. And both people in the room have to buy it. So for instance,
if you're sharing a room.
Yeah, if you're sharing a room, or if there's 4 people in your room, then all 4 people have to buy it. There's no, 3 of you are going to get it, not the other person. They don't do that. It has to be both people in the room have to buy the drink package. Is it worth it? I believe it is, because we drink, but if you're not a very heavy drinker and you only drink 1 or 2 drinks, then it'd be better to just buy your drinks. Drinks are $10 to $15 a drink.
Yeah.
And so that's why $69 per day is really worth it, because not only do you don't get all the alcohol you want, they're only going to give you 15 drinks. On Carnival, it's limited to 15 drinks. Last year on the other ship, it was unlimited. So this one is 15 drinks, but you could drink all the soda, all the coffee, all the other extras, bottles of water. You can get anything they have on the ship for free at any time. Another thing you need to get to book before you get on the ship on your app is you're going to need your internet package. If you're going to get an internet package, there's different levels of internet packages you can get. We like to vlog, and so we always end up getting the internet package. We ended up getting that. Another thing on the app, you can order essentials for your room. Like say you want to get a bouquet of flowers for your room, or you could buy a cheese plate, or you could buy, like I bought some beers for my room. So if you're a beer drinker, you can order beers for your room, and those don't go towards your 15 beers of your drink package. That's gonna be separate. But my wife wants the flowers, so I'm gonna have to order her some.
I'm just kidding.
She's not even a flower person. Another thing you can order ahead of time before you get on, you can order your excursions. Your excursions is when you go to port. We're gonna go to port in Ensenada. The ship will get there. When we wake up on Sunday morning, the ship will be there. We can start getting off, I believe at 6 o'clock in the morning. And you're able to get off, and the ship, you have to be back on the ship by, I believe it's 5 p.m. So just keep that in mind. Book your excursions. You could go, or if you don't want to book an excursion, you can just get off the ship, and they have shuttles that take you to downtown. Or I believe, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe you could actually walk to downtown from Ensenada, right there, from where the ships are. We didn't do it last year, like I said. We didn't get off. We're not too sure if we're going to do it this year. Yeah, we're going to play it by ear.
I don't think so.
But more than
like I said, you spend so much money, I feel like, for the entertainment that, you know, for us, it's just better.
Just keep in mind, guys, that everything on the ship is pretty much free. Like, you know, especially if you get your drink package, your drinks are going to be free. Which it's not free because you're paying your drink package.
You paid for it.
Yeah, you're paying already ahead of time. But your meals, places you're going to eat. Now, there's places on the ship you could eat that are more expensive. It's a premium. So everything's going to be paid on your card. Whenever you go buy something on the ship, drinks, food, everything's going to be on your card, on your room key. So keep that in mind. There's no credit cards on the ship. None of that. Everything's going to be according to your card, your room key.
So last year, what we did get, you guys, we got like the lanyards.
Yeah.
And I think we only used it for like one time.
Yeah.
And the first day, we were like nerds. We were
the only ones with the cruise nerds. Yeah.
We had the lanyards, but we only used it that time. So I mean, but if you're one that loses things, or you don't want to carry your purse,
a lanyard is a good idea. If you know. But we used the card so much last year that it was like, remember we were ordering so many drinks that we had to keep taking it out of the lanyard holder. Eventually it just got annoying with that. So that's pretty much the things you need to order before you go on the cruise, guys. So now we're gonna move over to things you need for your room. All right, things you need for your room. Probably the most important thing I could say is a power strip non-surge protector, guys. These ships are old, so they don't have a lot of plugs for all your devices. You know, whatever it is you're going to use in your room, you're not going to have enough plugs. So we buy this one ship one that has, you plug it in one, and it has a USB, it has a C plug on top, and then it has a couple of plugs around the edges, and they work great. The number one thing I could tell you not to forget, the other thing I could tell you to not forget is magnetic hooks, guys. You can buy them on Amazon. Get the ones that are 25-pound weight, and they're cool because you can put them all over your wall. The room is going to be all metal in there. So you can put hooks on the walls, and we use them for hanging, you know, whatever we wanted to hang on there. Our clothes.
I used them for the shower. Like we use loofahs.
Yeah.
So we hung our loofahs in the shower. There's no place to hang our stuff in the shower.
Yeah.
So, we hung our loofahs in the shower, and then on the outside, what do we do on the outside?
On the outside, I had my hats and my stuff, a shirt. I had my stuff hanging on the wall right there.
Oh yeah, so but I meant at the actual door.
Oh yeah. That's one of my other ones that I'm coming to do. Yeah. That's my other thing we're coming to, is bring decorations for your door, guys. When you go, if you're not a cruiser, especially on this cruise, everybody decorates their door. So like last year, we bought a big old straight Raider flag and hung it on our door. And it's kind of nice because when you're buzzed, you know exactly where to go back to.
And I think that was the whole point of like whoever started the decorating the doors. It's to recognize your door, because literally when you guys turn down the hall, every door looks like your door.
Identical.
Like, it's identical. So you could miss your.
You could easily miss your door,
especially if you're drinking.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I already got book excursions. We already went through that. Power strip. The other thing. Motion sick pills.
Yes.
or patches. If you guys get motion sickness, you're gonna want to have some motion sickness medication. They sell it on the ship, but you guys already know when everything's more expensive when you're on the ship.
I suggest getting the patches because when we go on when we go fishing and stuff, we do the Dramamine, and the Dramamine tends to make me tired.
Yeah, it makes you sleepy.
Really sleepy. And you don't want to be sleepy on this cruise because you don't have time to sleep.
Yeah, you
so
don't.
The patches, I think they're less. They make you tired less.
Also another thing that I bought for my room last time is I bought a portable speaker. Like, you know, so when you're kicking back in your room,
getting ready,
we can have music going. You know, that was the other one. For this ship, guys, dress to impress, guys. You know, like don't overpack, don't go crazy. I overpacked last year, but there is a couple of nights where you want to dress up, like for formal dining. You want to dress up nice.
I mean, it's up to you too, because there was people that were dressed up like really formal, like they wore gowns,
super
and
formal.
Suits, you know, and then there was other people that were dressed super casual, and then there was us in the middle, that just dressed nice, you know. So it's up to you.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Nothing's mandatory.
Nothing's mandatory. And remember, on Saturday the 4th is Purple Rain Party. So that day is Purple Rain. Everybody's supposed to dress in purple. And we are.
Usually that happens like in the main section. On the other ship, it happened in the main
atrium. It's called the atrium, the center of the ship.
Yeah, the center of the
ship. So there's going to be different spots. There's going to be other events. You'll be able to look that up on what it is right there. What is the other thing? Bring comfortable attire, guys. Can't stress that enough. Bring comfortable shoes. You're going to be standing a lot. The concerts are long. You're going to be standing a lot. Bring jackets. Bring a jacket. Bring sweatshirt or hoodies.
Because during the day, it's different type of weather than during night.
And we don't even know what the weather's going to be like. It might be sunny and beautiful, or it might be cold and rainy.
We're on weather check like a week before.
the
cruise.
We'll be checking and making sure. But make sure you bring comfortable shoes for your excursions. Bring jackets. Bring a beanie, because at night it gets cold, especially if you want to be outside with the concerts. The concerts, it gets jumping out there.
I feel like if you're standing on the top of the deck, like on top deck, looking down at the concert, it's way more colder than when you're in the middle, like down
on the bottom. All right, guys, things not to forget. These are super important right here.
These are the important things right here, guys.
Guys, one thing I cannot stress you not to forget is bring cash. Although on the ship you're going to be using your card to pay for everything on the ship itself, it's a great idea to bring cash. And what I mean by cash is what I did last year, and I'm glad I did it because it reminded me of going to an all-inclusive resort, is you take singles. What I did is I brought $100 for each day, singles, and which ended up being $300. I brought $300 in singles, and every time I went downstairs or went out somewhere, I'll take a stack of singles with me. And that way, whenever you get a drink or anything, although gratuity is included, guys, if you want exceptional service, you have to tip. And if you just tip a few bucks, these people will treat you like you're a king. The guy last year treated us so good, took care of our little party. He was just hustling back and forth.
He was like our personal.
Yeah, he was like our personal waiter the whole time. Why? Because I was tipping him. Those $300 in singles all probably went to. I guarantee you 75% went to him.
Yeah.
Plus, at the end, I tipped him $50 for just like hooking our family up, and he made it exceptionally. He made it way funner. But I cannot stress enough, guys. Bring cash. Even when you get off in Ensenada, you're gonna want to have cash. You're not gonna want to be swiping your card there. You know, so bring cash. It's super important.
And then also, you guys are not gonna want to forget your sunglasses. Sunglasses are important, whether you think that you're like just on the ship and not laying out on the beach, but your water is all around you, and that sun reflects on that water. Even if it's cold. Yeah, even if it's cold. You're gonna need sunglasses. You're gonna need sunglasses, and the most important, I think, too, for during the day is sunblock. I got sunburned last time. I don't know if you guys seen some of our videos, but I got sunburned pretty bad.
Even if it's cold.
Even if it's cold.
You're going to get sunburned.
You want to take sunblock because you will get sunburned. You're going to get sunburned. Yeah.
Another thing is don't forget your hats. If you got hats, sunglasses, they go hand in hand. Like, ladies, if you want to bring a nice hat, it's a great... You're outside. You're going to be outside, especially if you're outside during the afternoons. It's sunny out there.
The only thing with hats on ladies, though, I feel like if you're like on the top deck as well, they kind of fly off.
Yeah, well, the wind, because this gets windy, guys.
It gets windy.
Hey, we don't know what the weather's going to be like. We don't know if it's going to be straight out cold or if it's going to be windy and nice. The other thing I already mentioned before, and I can't stress enough, bring comfortable shoes, guys. If your feet hurt a lot, bring a couple of pairs of shoes. Like, I'm going to bring a couple pairs because I like to swap them around. The days I'm out on the deck, I'm going to wear my tennies, and when I go downstairs, I'm going to wear some nice dress shoes. So, you want bring comfortable shoes. Bring portable charger for your phone. If you guys' phone dies a lot and you don't want to be leaving it in the room, or you're not worried about your phone, then you don't really need that. But if you don't want your phone dying, then bring a portable charger. We always have one in our bag. My wife always has one in her bag for us in case our phone starts running low.
Yeah.
The other thing is bring a backpack. Backpacks are nice. Especially if you're gonna go off the ship, get off an excursion, it's better to have a backpack. That way you could carry all your essentials and stuff that you're gonna need. You're gonna need to carry your paperwork, and you're gonna need to carry all that stuff. So make sure you bring that. One of the other things you not to forget, guys, last year I brought myself a big coffee cup. If you're a big coffee drinker, what I would do in the morning, wake up, walk downstairs, and I'd go fill up mine and Lisa Marie's coffee and come back upstairs, bring some donuts, bring whatever. Another thing you can't bring on the ship is no irons, guys. So leave your irons at home. If you get caught with them, they're going to take them off with you.
Yeah. And so, is that it for yours?
Yeah.
So, and the things we want to remind you guys, the things that we didn't do last year that we're going to remember to do this year, is that you can definitely order ahead of time room service. So you could order your coffee and your little continental breakfast, whatever, they could bring it to you. You call them up and you order it, and you tell them what time you want it there in the morning, and they'll bring it up to you so that you don't have to go down and get it.
Yeah, if you don't want to go down. I went down every day, but if you don't want to, like, it would have been nice to get up, I always get up earlier than Lisa, so I'll get up and I'll have breakfast, sit down right there.
And then he gets ready faster.
I'll get ready, and then, then usually I'll get ready, the whole coffee, then by the time I come up with the coffee, she's almost ready. But this time we're going to definitely order room service. Room service 24/7, guys. You can order at any time. I think there's a service fee for it, but the food is all free. And you can order whatever you want. Oh, one other thing about eating, guys, when you go on the ship is you can order as much as you want. If you're on the main dining room, you can order 2 entrees. You can order double. If you see something like, I like the shrimp last time, give me a double shrimp. If you want a double steak, you could order double steak.
Or if you don't want that much, tell them you want just half.
Yeah, you already.
Because I don't want to waste it. I want to just try it. They'll bring it to you like that.
Yeah. Another thing we didn't do last year that I want to do this year, but I don't know if we're going to do it. I want to go on a water slides, guys.
Not for me. I
don't know if I'm going to do that, but
which brings us swimsuits.
Which brings, don't forget your swimsuits, your trunks. If you're planning on going in the water. I know that last year where we were at, where the concerts were, that's usually a big pool area. And at the last concert, they drain that and they make that a sitting area and a standing area for the concerts. So the side of the ship, the back side of the ship didn't have a pool. And I was all in the front where the slides were. So keep that in mind for that part. But it
does have little spa areas, jacuzzis and stuff where people were in and they had their swim trunks and their bathing suits on, and they sat in there the whole time. They probably peed in there, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, but but they do have a pool that, as far as the last cruise, they did have a pool working in the backside
where you could hang out,
and it was just a small little pool. So if you wanted to during the day, you could. Yeah,
don't forget your trunks. Either way, especially if you're going to do excursions or something like that, you're going to want to bring your trunks.
Or swimwear. Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we pretty much covered everything, guys. I can't think of anything do you think of anything you might have forgotten?
No.
No, the only thing we can say, guys, is bring yourselves, have a good attitude, drama-free, it's definitely a drama-free trip. Last time I really see no problems at all, so don't be worried about that. It was so much fun, such a great time. If you see us on the ship, make sure you come on over and say what's up.
Especially if you guys made it this far into the video.
Especially if you saw it this far, guys, on the video, guys.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys, if you guys went this far and you guys want to see some of our adventures, make sure you guys subscribe to our channel, guys. We're always vlogging about different stuff. Right now is our downtime of vlogging, because we're football fanatics. We're for sure we're a season ticket holders, and we're there to a lot of games. So. But that doesn't start up till September, so this is the time of year when we usually start vlogging right now. So we can't wait. It's gonna be fun, huh, babe? It's gonna be fun hanging around with our friends, Carol, Bulldog, Cliff, people. A lot of people. There's gonna be so many people on this ship. It's gonna be awesome, guys. Like I said, just bring all the stuff that you need. Have a good attitude. Have a great time. Leave the drama at home, and I guarantee you, this was gonna be one of the funnest trips you're ever gonna have. But with that being said, we'll see you guys on the ship.